Hi, beautiful divine beings. It's been a bit. It's kind of late in the evening, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a reading. It's been a lot. I know I don't have to elaborate too much. I'm going to just do earth magic. And so this, when I was shuffling, this is what I saw. So, fairies, earth magic. Earth is absolutely rebirthing, right? And then you have the what is it called? Autumn equinox release. So that's after the harvest. The summer is something. And so I just wanted to say hi again and see what happens. Let's find what should we do? Pretty much, I guess, what I always did. The overall energy of the collective. Let's check in. All right, Spirit, let's check in to the collective. Let's see what the overall energy is, and then we'll check in and just maybe get some things to look out for. So, let's find the overall collective energy. Okay, one more. Overall collective energy reading for these beautiful peoples out here. All right. What did I say? What do we need to know? So, collaboration. Yes. I'm blanking on the name of the author, but it goes down the list if you want peace and the earth, and it makes it all the way down to the peace at the home. Well, there's this part of like the community that's the most around you, right? You're part of a community, and so when you're collaborating, you're building a community. And I've definitely been feeling that root, and I mean, I've been feeling it for a few years, and it's always kind of been in there, but like it's something really to focus on right now. Overall energy of the collective. Yes. And the Chariot. I've been watching a lot of tarot, which just probably instigated me to do one. And yes. And then I'll do tarot along while I'm watching it. This victory, this balance, is not even just victory, it's just this balance. The balance is the victory, right? Because we can't deny that the darkness is there. It's part of it. The yin and yang, it's there, and it doesn't have to be bad. It's just when there's an overbalance, right? When you're off balance. But this is a balanced victory energy. I love how positive they are. They're like, at least, the overall effect is definitely this. So if that was the overall energy of the collective, I definitely, let's see, the King of Rods and the Page of Rods. So it does kind of be like this, but I think it's supposed to be like this because the page is it's a message, and it's after you've gotten through all of the major arcana, and that's just, the minor arcana in this story. You basically now take everything that you've learned and you start again, and then you get up to the king, right? That's the next fourth progression. But it's integrated now, because they came out together and they were like this. So you never really stay. If you feel like you're going to stay, if you ever feel like you're going to stay, you're going to get to this point and it's going to be all great. No, because now you're going to learn something else because you have this time now. You have this experience. You have all of this knowledge. So start off again, right? It's always changing. It's also changing the guard. Do you know what I mean? The old energy. Because yes, the king is experience, and the energy of the King of Wands itself is experience, but I think this is more of a representation of the kings. We're gonna go plural, because there are a lot of people, groups, and they don't have to be the big ones. I'm not gonna go into politics, but it also is the ones around you, also the ones thinking in this old energy of being in charge. But we've been having a interesting progression with the generations that are younger right now. They're new, they're more experienced, and I do believe that they are more developed at younger ages, like spiritually and connectively with the earth. This is changing of the guard, right? You have to be this into this, but then, right? You can't just stay in that same energy all the time. It has to change it up. You have to apply. You have to go into it. You have to go into it with this new path of mind. I want to say eyes, obviously perception, but with this new way. All right, let's show us something to be aware. That's what it was. Show us something to be aware, that we need to be aware of. Spirit, show the collective something it needs to be aware of, that we need to be aware of. Show us the collective something we need to be aware of. And this is another card that's been coming up a lot. Strength, absolutely. I feel like another one you may have. Perception underneath. I didn't pull it underneath into there. Isn't there yet. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, this is happening so much. Is it? I know everyone's seeing this. This like instant repercussions, instant consequences, instant disclosure. Like it's not, things can't stay hidden anymore. And so it's like, no, and fight it, because we don't have to see it as a terrible thing. It's a perception. Our perception is changing, and we're not seeing the way they want us to see, or the way we've seen. We can't put all our responsibility on somebody else telling us what to do. We have to take responsibility for what we believe. But we see it from a different perspective, and we can see these cycles, right? Something to be aware of. Yes, strength. This is going to take some strength, because we're going to have to overcome some old belief systems. We have to connect this chakra right here to the uppers and the lowers, but the sacred chakra. It's the one right in the middle. Solar plexus. Wow. Because that one's important too. That one's playing a role right now with the rebirthing. So there's definitely this connection. But it's connecting all the lowers to the uppers, so we can pull it all together and have courage to see the perspectives, see the changing of the guards, right? But most importantly, what we really need to make sure we're paying a lot of attention to is the collaboration with our communities. And it doesn't have to be local community. Obviously, that's where you're living, but we're all going to be needing to connect. But there's victory in this connection. And I think this summer we need to stay grounded. Try not to get too excited, because there will be a release. There will be a release after all the magic happens. right? I want to, oh yes, this was another card that's been coming up a lot. I did see this. I wanted to talk about it too, because this is like the advice of what is underneath and what kind of comes, where you get the courage, is just having trust that the direction is going to be shown to you, and you don't have to see all the details. You don't have to watch the news, right? No. You don't have to watch all the news. You don't have to see all the stuff. You don't have to. Just trust that it's all working out, and you just focus. All of this stuff is gonna work itself out too. Obviously, there's gonna be people called to do things, and that's their path. But if you don't feel called to do that, it's okay, because I'm more of a one-on-one encourager and small group things, even though this is fun because I get to do it by myself and still talk to all of y'all. So I'm going to do one more Earth Magic card. I got 11 minutes. I'm going to probably put this up on YouTube. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes within me too. Like, I feel I don't say lighter. I definitely have been feeling the anxiety, but there's also an expectation to it, because I'm not afraid of what can happen. I'm sure there's going to be things that'll happen that I'm going to maybe have an instant reaction to, but that's the thing. It's how do you respond? It's all in your response, because when it comes down to it, it is just all about you. You in there, working with everyone else out here who are also yous in there, you know? They're all going through stuff. We're all just trying to live together, right? Yes. Okay. Let's do... Ceremony. Invocation. I've been definitely knowing that I am needing to rest. Like, I can feel myself putting out a lot of energy during the day because of what I do, and I love doing that. But then it's like, when I'm not working towards this, I'm resting. When I'm not looking within, I'm resting. I'm resting by looking within too. I'm resting so I can look within and connect all this. See the perceptions, perceptions. Because I am a philosopher, and I do think in so many tangents and broader pictures. But the resting, so the ceremony, you have to be at rest to do the ceremony because you're concentrating it right. You don't necessarily, I'm not a big ceremony person. I don't do a lot of rituals. I don't get into a lot of that. Not because I don't think it works, but because it's just kind of not my way. I'm a little bit more eclectic and spontaneous, and I kind of see everything I'm doing as a ritual though on the bigger picture, because I do things to create stuff. That's what a ritual is. It's just put a spell, it's to create, and stirring your coffee is a spell. Cleaning your room is a spell. Working is a spell, right? Talking is spelling. But a ceremony is about concentrating on what it is that you want, right? And so you do need to be in stillness. You do need to be in rest. So even if you're not doing a ceremony, you're just trying to do something introspective and making a decision, come to rest. Create a ritual in a ceremony within yourself, and sit with that and sit in that ceremony of yourself. The ceremony of yourself. Everything that's going on in your body is all working to keep you moving forward. Literally. And so there's like a whole ceremony going on in your body every day. You don't even know it. Oh my goodness. I never really thought about that. But yeah. Think of it like that. think about whenever you talk to yourself, think to yourself, decide something, interact with other people, think about it as being a ceremony within yourself, an invocation. Yeah, take that with wherever that takes you. Dance. I definitely encourage dancing. You don't have to go out and dance. I like to dance when there's nobody home, and just dance. So fun. Because it's a celebration of your inner ceremony. Aw, thanks. Earth Magic. Well, that was fun. I'll be back. And I think I'll just put it on YouTube so I don't have to worry about the time or anything. And remember, you are an amazing, divine being.